Hi students, welcome to Commerce second year class. In our previous class we have learnt about classification of financial markets. Okay, financial markets basically divided into two: money market and capital market. Money market is again divided into organized money market, unorganized money market. Capital market is again divided into primary market and secondary market. All these definitions we have completed in the previous class. I hope you understood well. Otherwise, if any concept or any point is not clear and you are getting confused out of that, not able to understand, please make a note of those points, and whenever we interact you can get them clarified. Clear, ma'am? So always have a notebook for commerce or any other different subjects in a special manner. So write down date wise what are the topics we are discussing whenever you are going through the video, and if any point is not clear, some of the examples you did not understand, so please bring it to the notice of me when we interact once the offline classes are started. Clear? So today's topic is functions of money market. So it is very clear. In your first year also I used to tell you that when you want to understand a concept, you should have the previous meaning. Previous concept you are not supposed to forget. If you forget that, again it will become difficult to understand the next topic. So there will be a link. Okay. Money market. The other day I have given you the definition. What is money market? Money market is that market which provides working capital to the various industries, various business organizations. The market which provides, which fulfills the short term needs. What do you mean by short term? The amount of capital which we repay within a period of 1 year is called as short term capital. Clear? So the money market is that market which fulfills the needs of the business community or the industries for smaller amounts for a period of less than 1 year. What do you mean by short term? Last year we have learnt about short term finance. The finance which we take and which we have to repay within a period of 1 year is called as short term finance. So money market is that part of financial market which provides short term funds. In other terms, we can say it as working capital needs. That means the capital which is required for day-to-day expenses is called as working capital. So the market which fulfills the working capital requirements of the industry is called as money market. Now by this definition, almost 50% of the answer is known. You can write down. Once you know the definition, you will come to know what it is going to do, what is its scope, what are the functions it has to perform. Okay. Now let us understand the functions of money market. Functions means the activities what you carry out. Okay. As a commerce lecturer, I have got my own functions. I have to teach commerce second year, I have to complete syllabus within a certain number of working days, and I have to explain, I have to conduct exams, like that. Every person at their roles, they have got different functions. I have to perform my duty, I have to perform my functions, and you have to perform your functions. Don't take functions in that manner like birthday function, marriage anniversary, etc., etc. Those are not the functions. Here functions refers to the activities what you have to perform. Okay. So the activities which are going to be performed by money market in order to satisfy the short term financial needs of the industry are called as functions of money market. Now look at the first function of money market. It is an equilibrating mechanism to even out demand for the supply of short term funds. It is an equilibrating mechanism to even out demand for the supply of short term funds. See, in my previous class also I told you that every organization requires working capital. I told you that working capital is the lifeblood of the organization. I have given various examples, like in our body we have got very developed organs, but all those organs will perform their functions only when sufficient blood is there. So if blood is lacking, organs will not function, ultimately the person will die. Similarly, any large scale organization, whatever the activities it is performing, if it does not have the working capital, if it does not have the amount to satisfy the day-to-day expenses, it cannot survive in the market, it cannot exist. Simply it has to shut down its operations. So every business organization requires working capital. So what happens? When every business organization requires working capital, there will be demand for such funds. So in the money market, there will be lot of demand for short-term funds. Now what is the role of the money market? Money market balances the demand and supply for short-term funds. So from that side, people are demanding the working capital. We want short-term loan, we want short-term loan. Many people are asking. So there is demand for short-term funds. But who has to give? Who has that money? Who knows? So this money market is the platform. It has to collect money from different sources. People are there. The other day I told you, financial market is a platform which makes the reservoir of money. So money is available in the society in smaller quantities or larger quantities with different people. So what this money market will do? By issuing various bonds, or by providing some information to the people, or by giving them some attraction of interest, some incentive, it will take money from the people through bank deposits, through bonds. So money market is the place where people do come from different corners and deposit their money. Okay, not for free of cost. All these people will give their money to money market expecting some return. Clear? So money market collects all those funds from different corners of the society, within the nation and out of our country also. We have got different channels, and it collects that money, and that money is provided as working capital to these industrial people, this business community. So these business people require a lot of working capital. So every time directly they cannot go to money, bank. Even bank is also part of money market. When business people approach the bank for loans, bank is a part of money market only. So how come the banker is getting that money? It is simply collecting money from the people in the form of deposits. So deposits are collected from the people, large amount of funds are gathered, and that is provided as working capital to the business community. Got my point? So the first function of the money market is it has to balance the demand and supply of short-term funds. You will better learn your economics, what is demand, what is supply. Next, it provides a focal point for central bank intervention and influencing liquidity and the general level of interest rates in the economy. Okay. It provides a focal point. What is the focal point, ma? Focal point means the main switch, a main point from where you can operate the remaining activities. Okay. For example, you see our college is functioning. We want to leave the students half a day. Okay, there is some festival or something else. Half day छोड़ना है बच्चों को. So we have got around 10-15 rooms. So no one need to come to each and every class and inform that the college is going to function half day, only leave like that. Suddenly if we want to leave the college half day, students are allowed to go means from the office, if directly you switch that bell, okay, give the bell, a long bell, that is understood that the break is given or the students are allowed to go out. So simply what we are doing, with one control switch, we are informing the entire college that the break is given or the holiday is given. That is called as focal point from where you operate. Okay. So the focal point of a college may be the principal, sir. So if you want to inform something else, you need not inform everybody. If you inform the principal, sir, then he will take proper care how it is to be circulated among all the classes. That's enough. So there will be always a focal point for everything. For example, someone comes to your house with an invitation. So they need not interact with each and every family member. हमारे घर में दावत है, आ जाओ बोल के 10 लोग, घर में 10 लोग है तो 10 लोगों को मिलके बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. The elderly person of that family, maybe your father, is contacted and he is given that invitation and he is informed of the activity. So ultimately it is understood that all the other family members are invited. Got my point? So the father is the focal point over there. Got it? So anything what you have to do, even for example a student of the college is not feeling well, she wants a half day leave. So she need not inform every lecturer. Directly if she writes a letter and takes the permission of the concerned college principal and he signs, that is done. Principal signed means it is signed by everyone. So principal is the focal point of the college. Similarly here, for money market, for the entire economic activity in a country, money market is the focal point. For what? Okay, principal is focal point for availing the leave or leaving the college half day, giving the break, etc. But here, why money market is the focal point for the entire economy? It is the focal point for intervention, means involve. Intervention means to come in the middle. Clear? Intervention and influencing liquidity. What is liquidity, ma? The amount of cash in circulation in the market is called as liquidity. लोगों के पास कितना पैसा है, that is called liquidity. See, for example, in this COVID pandemic situation, we are struggling with cash because economic activities are not carried out. So many business organizations are shut down, labor are not working, there is no production, there is no distribution, there are not maximum sales, only small proportion of activities are taking place, many people are jobless, no construction activity, everybody is panic. So how we are seeing this society? This society now it is moneyless. People do not have money to buy something. So economic activity is very slowed down. People are struggling to survive. This is called as retardation, means slow growth rate, slow economic activity rate. So here now what is the role of government? What is the role of money market? It has to ensure that money is flowing in the market in a proper order. People should be given sufficient cash in their hands. So what we have to do? We have to provide loans. We have to give easy loans to the people with the help of banks. So because people are not having sufficient income, if some loan is given to business people, to self-employed people or some individuals, they carry out economic activities. Once economic activities are carried out, then market and the economy comes into the normalcy situation. See, try to understand here. In simple terminology, forget about all this focal point, etc., etc., etc. In your classroom, you have got a fan switch and a regulator. Someone wants, sometimes because if it is humid, suffocating, we require high speed of fan. Then we don't take a stick and run the fan on our own. Simply what we do, we go to the switchboard, that regulator is moved from second point to third point or third point to fourth point, it is changed. So automatically the speed of the fan increases. Suppose you want to slow it down, again we reduce that speed at the regulator. We don't touch the fan. What we are doing, ma? We are touching the regulator at the switchboard. So this money market is the regulator. Market में पैसों का फ्लो बढ़ाना या कम करना. So as we are increasing or decreasing the speed of the fan with the help of the regulator, money market increases or decreases the money flow in the market or the liquidity in the money market with the help of interest rates. Okay, by increasing or decreasing the interest rates, this cash flow in the economy will be controlled by the money market. It's very simple. If you increase the rates of interest on loans, people don't take the loan. They will be worried about the interest. अरे अपन इतना ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट नहीं भर सकते भाई, लोन नहीं लेना समझते. That means money will not be given to the customer. People will not have money in their hands. Suppose if you wish to give more money, reduce the rate of interest, reduce the norms, make it simple. So people apply for loans. Everyone will start buying the cars and taking the loan for houses or some employment scheme, whatever it may be. They avail the loans. So money comes out of the bank, and that will be in the hands of the people. People start it circulating. So here cash flow in the market is controlled by the rate of interest. So that is also the duty of money market. Then comes, it enables a reasonable access to providers and users. Provider means the person who is depositing money into banks or who is providing the loan. User means the borrower. Remember this point. Provider is the lender, the person who is giving the money. User is the person who is borrowing the money. This is the lender and this is the borrower. For example, if I want to buy a new car, I approach a bank for loan. So I am the user, banker is the provider. A dene wala, a lene wala. Provider is the person who is providing the fund, who is giving the funds. User is the person who is taking the loan. So this money market is the accessibility. It enables a reasonable access, means we can interact each other. So money market is a platform where the provider and user can interact each other, and then they can fulfill their obligations. The very first day I told, financial market is a place where both the parties who wish to fulfill their obligations interact with each other. So when you want to get some loan, you are going to the bank. When you want to deposit some money, you are going to the bank. So bank is a common place where you are interacting. So the person is depositing, the other person is taking the loan. So bank is part of money market, remember that. So it enables a reasonable access to providers and users of, here ST I have written short term, shortcut, it is short term funds. ST means short term funds. Then it funds the government. Remember this, that in the present scenario, government also, whether it is state government or central government, they require a lot of money for their activities, to construct various projects, to provide various welfare schemes, to give benefits to the population. Government also requires a lot of money. Like we do borrow money from the banks and etc. Government also has to borrow money. But government cannot come to the open market and beg the people. There should be some system. So what the government will do? It will issue bonds. By issuing bonds, promising the people that after 5 years or after 7 years, the money will be paid double. Today you deposit 50,000, next after few years, after 5 years, it will be paid 1 lakh rupees, 50,000 double 1 lakh double 2 lakhs, like this. Your money gets multiplied. So by issuing the written bond by the government also can borrow money. So this money market will act as a platform to issue such government bonds. Government means directly either KCR or Narendra Modi do not come to the market. There is a mechanism. So through their channels, through their banks, through their finance department, they issue the bonds and they get the money. Then it helps trade and commerce to develop. Right from first year I have been telling you that trade and commerce can be developed only with sufficient capital. If you do not have proper money at the right time to start your organization and to run the organization, trade and commerce will not be developed. It is not possible. For every economic activity you require money. Right in the introduction of this second year commerce, I told you that whether you want to start a college or a shop or something else, you require money. That capital is provided by this money market. If it is large amount of capital, yes, you may be going to the capital market for long term funds. But for day to day activities, Trade and commerce, when it takes in a small scale basis, smaller amounts are required to meet your day-to-day expenses, working capital is required. So by providing that working capital, this money market sees that it helps the trade and commerce to develop. Means it will see that the activities are not stopped. Okay, it is quite natural, no? Suppose if you are performing something else, you are running an organization and you do not have sufficient cash in your hands, so you may be forced to shut down. But this money market will provide you that capital, that short-term funds, and it will see that the trade and commerce will develop. Then, the last but not least, it promotes saving habit. It's a very, very important point. People should have saving habit. Means out of their income, though they spend majority of the income towards their expenses to meet their needs, some amount they have to save. See, people can save their money only when they are rewarded properly. If they get some benefit out of their savings, then they are encouraged to save. So for example, if a student studies well, if she is recognized for her performance, she is given some reward, she is identified for her efforts. So naturally, next year also she will put those efforts. And if you are not rewarded, if you are not given such recognition, you may feel that what is the use? Similarly, people when they save money, they are to be given proper reward. Money market, by giving proper interest, by giving proper value for their wealth, it will encourage, by providing various opportunities, it encourages the people to save lot of money. That means in the form of bank deposits or say maybe in the form of bonds. So ultimately when people save individually, their wealth is multiplied. So that's how money market inculcates, makes the people to save more money, and that ultimately helps the economy. These are the functions of money market. In next class we will be learning about the functions of capital market.